Get me that signal. We need more power.
Welcome to the Voice of E. I am your host, Elliott Miller, and in this edition, I'm catching up with Zenescope Entertainment and what's on the horizon for them. First off, hats off to Zenescope for raising $1,400 for the Wounded Warriors charity through their silent charity auction at San Diego Comic-Con. Artists Mike DeBalfo, Anthony Spey, Jamal Eagle, Sean Chen, and Alfredo Rise donated amazing artwork to support the auction. Wounded Warrior provides programs and services to severely injured service members during the time between active duty and transition to civilian life. You can find out more and make your own contribution at woundedwarriorproject.com. Released last week from Zenescope is Grimm Fairy Tales number 87. The Phoenix Part 2. With their wicked plans set in motion, the Dark One and Cindy hunt down the Phoenix that Selah and Belinda have taken under their protection. Selah can't fight this battle alone, but is Belinda a trustworthy companion, or will she fall into her old deceptive ways? The Guardian of the Nexus and her greatest nemesis are put to the test in the explosive conclusion to The Phoenix. Also available is Grimm Fairy Tales Unleashed Volume 1 trade paperback. The first act of the biggest event in Zenescope history is now collected in trade paperback. Vampires, werewolves, zombies, and demons have been unleashed on Earth by a powerful and mysterious being. As a shadow falls over the Grimm universe, Selah must join forces with her arch-nemesis, Belinda, and four-time lost monster hunters, in order to save the world. Everything is at stake as the battle that will decide the fate of all realms begins. It collects Unleashed number 0 through 3 and the short story Unleashed, A Shadow Falls. Just released is Grimm Fairy Tales Hunters number 3. The Being has been freed from his eternal prison, and the Grimm universe trembles in fear as the Being's journey with Samira to find the one person that resides in the dark dimension who holds the key to his release from the Shadowlands. Selah and the hunters find themselves face to face against a colony of demons intent on freeing one of their own, even if it means tearing our wayward heroes apart. Don't miss out on the prequel to the Grimm Universe series event series of the year by the Wonderland and Fly writer Raven Gregory. It's an Unleashed tie-in. Robin Hood Wanted number 3. Yes. Dragged back into the realm of mist against her will, Robin finds herself fighting the mysterious assassin Avella. As Gisborne watches from afar, putting all of the pieces into place for his endgame. The citizens of Nottingham are left at the mercy of the monstrous Dark Horde. Robin must return to the people she once liberated to lead their rebellion. But will she survive? Avella's wrath long enough for her to do so? I'm not sure. The GFT Wounded Warrior Special, that's the comic that's dedicated to the servicemen and women of the United States military, and a portion of the book's profits will be donated to the Wounded Warrior Foundation. A super-secret mission from the High Council drops Selah right in the middle of a war zone. When a surprise attack by the Dark Horde knocks her out of commission, it's up to America's finest to get her and the valuable items she carries out of the firefight in one piece. All that stands in their way is the Dark One and his enchanted army. Oh! Coming within the next few days is Grimm Fairy Tales Werewolves number 3. Roman journeys into the Hybocor facility in search of the escaped werewolf, but what he finds inside may prove that humans are capable of things as monstrous as the creatures that thrive in the night. Does Roman have what it takes to be an end to the atrocities going on behind closed doors? Or will he succumb? Will he succumb to the darkness of humanity? When the sky darkens and the moon rises, there will be blood. Don't miss the shocking conclusion to Werewolves, the Hunger. It's an Unleashed tie-in. Grimm Universe number 5, Unleashed Part 4. The mysterious origin of the Being is finally revealed. As Selah and the hunters race toward the Being's location, a collective of ancient entities known as the Keepers descend on Earth. Their dark ties to the being, will reveal the truth of the creature's creation. But have they arrived too late to stop him from eviscerating the planet? The end of it all is near. Don't miss the action-packed issue of Unleashed, the biggest Zenescope event of all time. And finally, let's wrap this up with a review of the much-anticipated Oz #1. Regardless of which of the covers you may pick up, I think it goes all the way up to S. The one I have here is my personal favorite is the cover B by Grimm. The story does remain the same. I didn't realize that Oz is one of 4 realms that connects to Earth, including Mist, Neverland, Wonderland, and Oz. The realms of power are facing a gathering storm that threatens to drown them all in darkness. The story begins in one of those realms, presumably Oz, with a wolf being chased down by a band of bad dudes. The wolf escapes to our world, where we meet the beautiful Dorothy, looking beautiful in a nice pair of Daisy Dukes. Dorothy has the highborn blood running through her veins, which gives her power that is key to saving the realms. The story proceeds as you would expect, ending the first issue with the farmhouse securely planted in Oz, although I'm not sure at this point if it has landed on a witch or not. There's a mention of a pink witch, who I've never heard of, and there's this really nice map of the land of Oz right at the end. I found the story entertaining and engaging, regardless of my familiarity with the actual story. That's one of the dangers when adapting a story that is so well known to almost everyone, making it different enough to keep the reader interested while staying true to the heart of the story. But of course, it's something Zenescope does very well. I think Joe Bruscia is doing a fine job so far. The art is well done as well. There's a great 2-page spread, which I really liked, showing the farmhouse being ripped from its foundation. That it impressed me quite a bit. It gives a whole circular motion feeling, like the tornado that's whisking Dorothy off to Oz. So, Oz #1, a thumbs up from the Voice of E. Thanks for joining me for this Zenescope update. Stay tuned for more comic, gaming, and geek culture news from the Voice of E. I am your host, Elliott Miller, and until next time, keep your mind free.
Get me that signal. We need more power.